Good morning everyone. This afternoon we will going to tackle about Module 5 Lesson 3, the theories and principle and the use of design of technology-driven lessons. The Lesson 3, which is the Azure model of instructional design. Azure model of instructional design have a definition. A is analyze, S state, S select, U utilize, R required, and E evaluate. Model is the constructivist model that uses 6 main steps in the instructional system design, or ISD, and planning process. A. The analyze learners. S. States objectives. S. Select methods, media, and materials. U. Which is the utilize media and materials. R. Required participation. And the last is the E. Evaluate and revise. So in analyze learners, we find out number 1 is general characteristics, which is age, gender, culture, ethnicity, work background, interest, and health. Number 2, entry competencies, which is prior knowledge, current skills, attitude, and biases. Learning styles: visual, auditory, tactile, kinesthetic, and logical. Now, in number 1, which is the general characteristics, which is tinatawag na kinatibuk ang kinaiya, or the average values corresponding to an abstract average cycle of the pure cycle form. Okay? So number 2, which is entry competencies. It is the refers to the competencies set that the worker requires to begin professional practice. So number 3, learning style, which is the visual, auditory, tactile, kinesthetic, logical, refers to the range of theories that aim to account for differences in individual learning. Now, in second letter, which is the state's objectives. State objectives describe what the learner will do as a result of the instruction. Use ABCD format. So, kung makikita natin dito, meron dito yung mga letter ABCD. Now, in letter A, which is the audience, specify that learners or the higher education student audience are students engaged in post-secondary format education. So B, which is the behavior, state what they will do, make objectives observable and measurable. So in behavior, this aim to teach and learn action that enable students to access learning and interact with others productively and in community. Now in letter C, which is the condition, under what condition will the learner demonstrate the skills, list tools, materials, aids they will or will not use. Now, in definition of condition, it is gaining attention, informing learning of the objective, stimulating recall of prior learning. Now, in letter D, which is the degree, how will they demonstrate their skills, time limit, and accuracy. So, in degree, it is a tool that can be used in conjunction with curriculum mapping and outcome statements. Now, we are here now in the third letter, which is the S. Select instructional methods, media, and materials. Select instructional methods, media, and materials is to develop your plan for implementing your media and materials. For each type of media or materials, the teacher select and describe in how they are going to implement the media into your lesson to help your learners meet the lesson's objective. Okay, next letter, which is U. Utilize methods, media, and materials. We have here plan. Describe in details how you will implement this into your lessons or modules. Check out equipment and materials in advance. Set up classroom to support activities. Choose methods that create an effective learning experience, not an ordeal. Now, in utilized media and materials, the teachers should review blog posting to be sure that information is accurate. Teachers should review all things to be sure that links are still available for students viewing. Prepare materials. The teacher should have PowerPoint slides ready to be published on the slide share at the teacher's blog. Teachers should have all other blog posting ready to be published on the teacher's blog. Okay, number 5, letter, which is required. Require learner participation. Participants are actively involved. Allow students to learn rather than trying to teach. Incorporate discussion, visual, question and answer, work group, hands-on, and activities. Now, active participation is when a person involvement in all aspects of their life is enabled recognizing their right to participate in activities and relationship as independently as possible. Okay, number 6 letter, which is E. Evaluate and revise. Lastly, evaluating and revising is very vital step. Becoming a good teacher requires that you constantly evaluate your teaching, evaluate your student learning, and make needed revision for the next lesson and for the next time you will teach the current lesson, always striving to improve. Now, evaluate students' performance. Evaluation is derived from the objective. You can assess and evaluate by issuing a pen or paper test, conducting a computerized assessment, calling to demonstrate a process, creating a product, discussing the topic, measuring an attitude, and observing a behavior. How to assess student learning and performance? Okay, creating assignment, creating exams, using classroom assessment techniques, using concept map, using concept test, and creating and using rubrics. Now, evaluate methods, media, and materials components. We are here to reflect on the lesson, stated objectives, instructional strategy, materials use, effectiveness of media and technology use, the assessment efforts, and revise until your students have success as learners. Now, in evaluate method, media, and materials components, we have here the lesson, the stated objective, instructional strategy. Instructional strategy are the content or information conveyed within the course. These include the lectures, reading, textbook, multimedia components, and other resources in a course. In material use, for example, of teaching learning materials, storybooks, videos, games, flashcard, overhead projector, computer software, and apps. Now, ineffectives of media and technology use. Any technology such as PowerPoint, students' response system, tables, icons, lecture capture, and digital media in the teaching process. And the last is the assessment efforts. It is most effective way to identify the action required to improve customer experience across their journey or discrete interactions with companies.